On the inside, it'll be in-house security along with the police department, and on the outside, we'll be working closely with the police officers.
I'd also like to add to that Levy will be, through their Safe Serve program, they're not going to be serving any intoxicated individuals. If the person doesn't appear to be intoxicated, they're not going to serve them any further.
Speak to the exact actions that will be taken if someone appears to be intoxicated, how do you go about removing them or controlling the situation?
We will refer them to the police department. If anyone is intoxicated, inebriated, acting unruly, we're going to refer them to the police department.
And also, if anyone appears to be intoxicated before they come into the building, we will not allow them into the building, and we have the right to revoke their ticket.
Following up on something like that previously, of the 57 distribution points, how many of those distribution points will have machine recognizable ID readers as opposed to high-vis reading card? In the New York City area, we have the Florida fake IDs. We buy them on Main Street for them. So, the readers are kind of critical.
Quite frankly, part of our policy is that we really don't use the automatic as the formal check. The opportunity for somebody to actually look at that ID and scan it, but not make the eye contact to ensure that the person that's in that picture, that the age is affected, that the expiration date, that all of that is correct, is something that we take very seriously. So what we found in many instances is when people are using that reader, they're relying more on the reader than they are on their senses to ensure the ID matches the person and is truly official. So from that standpoint, within those points of sale, our goal would be that everybody be trained to do the physical check, touch it, feel it, look at the person, and make that recognition.
How will they be?
They will be trained 100% the same way. Everyone gets that official training. They must do the ID, they must touch it, identification to the person before the service of alcohol, they appear on the service.
Is there going to be a coordinated education plan with, whether it be the 78 or just through your services, to go around to these businesses, especially in the first few months, that will let people know after these events you may be seeing more intoxicated customers, please watch your serving. It's not your responsibility, I get, because they will be going into another one, but I think a coordinated education program would be good, especially for a lot of new establishments that are coming on the premise. Is that something that's contemplated?
Quite frankly, with regards to details on it, I think there's probably been some thought, but I think it's a great suggestion that we'll certainly take under advisement and discuss further.
Just to be clear, from the NYPD's point of view, we are aware of that, and we are aware that certain problems could arise from the establishments outside of the center. How we deal with that often is sometimes we have what we call a cabaret team, that just looks at licensed establishments. That's something we're looking at. We're still working on increasing boundaries, but once we do that, then we'll look at how to augment the precinct's capacity to deal with issues like that.
I think I understand the cutoff during the game being the fourth quarter cutoff, but I was concerned to hear that there's no cutoff or an arbitrary cutoff on the event. So my question is, how many basketball games do you anticipate hosting per year? How many other events do you anticipate hosting per year? And it's been suggested by some organizations in the community that an 11 o'clock cutoff would be appropriate. Is that something that you consider be open to?
I'll speak to that. As far as the concerts and special events that we have, I don't have the exact number, but those do have a time, and it generally is about an hour before the concert ends. We know when a concert's going to end, and we usually do the cutoff about an hour, which is similar to a basketball game.
But you have no idea? I mean, I think the community kind of needs to understand scope and scale.
Right.